Uh, I don't know how I feel about this episode. So finally, Mr. Glitch released the 5th episode of the amazing digital circus, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I rewatched it to prevent recency bias and to form an actual opinion. Also, before the episode released, I rewatched all the previous 4 episodes, and not much has changed. Episode 2 is still my least favorite, but it's still a good episode overall. Today, I'll talk about my thoughts on Digital Circus Episode 5, titled Untitled. We're probably in for a treat, aren't we, Glitch? This video will be formatted similar to my Gaslight District video. Now, without further ado, let's get started. The episode kicks off with the characters finishing an adventure, and they weren't exactly fans of it. Zubul suggests checking out the suggestion box again, since the last one with the restaurant wasn't too bad, at least for some of them. With everyone complaining, Kane comes up with a brilliant idea. They'll go on multiple adventures from the suggestion box, and if they don't like one, they can just skip to the next. Most of the adventures were fun, but 3 stood out for me. The anime one, the bar scene, and the softball game. The anime one mainly stood out for the art style. We haven't seen that look in the show before. That's pretty much all I liked about it though. It's not bad, just not super memorable beyond that. I'll talk more about the bar and softball scene in details later. Oh yeah, by the way, I also like the one where they are outside of the circus. This is something I actually wanted to see, and yeah, I'm happy for that. Now here's what I really love about the episode. The first 4 episodes all followed the same formula. The characters hang around the circus, then Kane sends them on one adventure. And while that's fine, it can start to feel a bit repetitive. But episode 5 changes things up. It starts with them finishing an adventure, then they jump into multiple new ones. That shift in structure was a refreshing and much needed change. Now let's talk about the characters. Gangle and Kinger didn't really have any standout moments this time. But to be fair, episode 3 and 4 already explored them pretty deeply, so I get why they took a backseat here. Now remember that scene in the episode? Ragatha mentions that Jax doesn't have any friends anymore, which is really interesting. Did Jax actually have a friend who got abstracted? Probably, and it adds a layer of depth to his character that I wasn't expecting. Also, during the bar scene, there are 2 clips I'm definitely showing in this video, because they're absolute gold.
You ever have any jobs? Or are you too young for that?
I'm 25 years old. And yeah, I was an accountant for a supermarket chain.
A supermarket? How'd you end up here?
Well, I sometimes got bored of things, and I would seek out mild thrills, like exploring abandoned buildings, and posting videos of it online.
Ah, a YouTuber.
Not really. Nobody watched them. It was just something I did for me.
I sometimes did that. I wouldn't record it, though.
I guess I'll go now. Oh, geez, where to start? I was born into a fairly wealthy family. We had a large property with horses and chickens, and my mother... my mother was a lot. I worked in real estate for a bit until I ended up here. I'm sure she doesn't miss me. I certainly don't miss the yelling, and the braiding, and guilt-tripping, and the... Yeah, just kind of a farm girl. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
These are the backstories that stood out to me the most, especially Pomni, cause that might connect to how she found the circus. The softball game was great too. I really like Evil Kinger and Jax, and let's not forget Red Orbsman. Honestly, this might be the funniest episode so far. Evil Jax being a total opposite to normal Jax is something I didn't know I needed, and Jax absolutely being the crap out of him? Hilarious! Now for the ending. It wraps up with the characters just heading back to the circus. Nothing major. Until the scene with the mannequin and the abstracting music kicks in. That part was really interesting, and now I'm super excited for episode 6. Overall, a solid episode. I'm a little disappointed we still haven't learned much about the digital circus itself, like how they got in or what exactly went wrong with the game. But honestly, what we did get was amazing. This is now my second favorite episode, just barely beating episode 3. Thanks for watching, guys. My next 2 videos will be about the Nintendo Switch 2, so if you're interested, don't forget to subscribe. And also join my Discord server, link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!